Well, if you ask me what the big story here is today, it's going to be this guy right here. This is the Microsoft Surface Pro X. Now, we saw the Surface Pro 7, pretty similar to the Surface Pro 6 and the preceding models. We saw the Surface Laptop 3, also not that radically different than the Laptop 2 and original laptop. This, however, is a very interesting new take on the Surface Pro. Like the one you're used to, it's a tablet, a Windows-powered tablet, and a clip-on keyboard, and they go together magnetically, and you can carry it around. It's got the little kickstand and everything, but here's where it's very different. This guy is much, much slimmer. It is 5.3 millimeters thick. It weighs 1.68 pounds. It's got a 13-inch screen in a very small chassis for a screen that size, and here's the key. It runs a new ARM chip in it. Microsoft calls it the Microsoft SQ1 processor. I think it's really a dressed-up Snapdragon processor, but that lets them make it thinner so it won't run as hot and be more efficient and longer battery life. It's even got a smaller bezel than the regular Surface Pro line. Around the back, you can even get into the hard drives and remove them, and that's something people are always looking for and never get from almost any product these days. And the way they treat the stylus in this model is a lot different than the Surface Pen. I like the Surface Pen, don't get me wrong, but it's a big round pen and it clips on magnetically on the side. It's sticking out. You stick it in your bag, who knows where it's going to go. This guy right here is hiding the pen inside its keyboard. So if you pull the keyboard open, there's a little spot there where a special slim Surface Pen lives, and it actually charges right in that little cubby hole, and you pop it out, draw on the screen, do whatever you want, put it back in, and when you fold the keyboard up into a typing mode, the stylus is hidden away and safe and won't accidentally fall out. Now, this guy is not coming next year like some of the other fancy Surface products we saw. It's actually coming this year, starting at $999. If this guy right here looks familiar, that is because it is the Surface Pro 7, and you may be hard-pressed to tell it apart from the Surface Pro 6 or any of the other Surface Pros that we've looked at over the many, many, many years. Now, the 7 model does make one big leap into the future, and that is right here on the side. Now we've got USB-C ports, which is pretty much the standard on any new laptop that's coming out this year and into the future. Much more universally useful, I think. I also like that they kept a traditional USB-A port over here as well, so you don't have to take all your old memory sticks and just chuck them right in the garbage. You know, like other Surface Pros, you've got this great hinge here that opens up to just about any angle, and you've got the optional clip-on keyboard. I don't really call it optional because frankly you need it, but they usually sell it separately. It clips on magnetically, still the best example of a clip-on 2-in-1 keyboard I've seen. And of course the Surface Pen, also usually sold separately, magnetically attaches right here. And this is a real workhorse. Over the last 2 or 3 or 4 years, they've really gotten the Surface Pro to work well for everybody. The big differences here, USB-C and some better microphones, like home studio microphones, maybe based after the Surface Studio all-in-one desktop. So if you're doing like Skype calling and things like that, you may get better voice audio out of it. And this is the new Surface Pro 7. It's going to be on sale soonish, starting at $749. So this year is the Surface Laptop 3, very much like the Surface Laptop 1 and 2, both very good. I think, frankly, underappreciated systems. You can get this with that Alcantara fabric. It's kind of a flocked artificial material originally developed for boat interiors, but that means it's actually good for a laptop because it's very damage resistant and stain resistant. You know, kind of a cool look, a little unique. However, now you can also get the Surface Laptop 3 in a fully aluminum body. That's both in the 13-inch and 15-inch models. That's right, it's 2 sizes now, 13.5 inches and 15 inches. Really a big competitor to the MacBook Air and even Pro. Now here's something else new about the Surface Laptop 3. Some models are Intel powered, but some also are AMD powered. There's an AMD Ryzen in some of the 15-inch models, and that should give you better integrated graphics. It's not the same as having a discrete graphics card, but it's certainly a step forward if you're going to do a lot of design and graphics or even a little bit of gaming on these. And you know what? After years of saying, hey guys, why don't you have USB-C in these? And they went, oh, I don't know. Well, now they've got USB-C, so, hooray for that. And even a larger trackpad, 20% larger. Now, we saw the MacBooks and a few other laptops really bump up touchpad sizes in the last year or two. So I really like seeing a larger touchpad here, because if you're sitting there using a mouse with your laptop, I don't think you're really fully living the laptop lifestyle, but that's just me. Now, they claim that this guy is more than 3 times as powerful as the MacBook Air, but it is comparatively priced. $999 starting price for the 13-inch version, and $1199 for the 15-inch version, which seems pretty good for a premium-looking 15-inch laptop. I suspect the aluminum versions are going to be more expensive than that, of course. It's not the most dynamic, redesigned, exciting product here, but you know what? I always thought the Surface laptop was a really good workhorse laptop, and the version 3 continues to be.